Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing some upgrades before winter hits. We're converting the 12 volt system, or I should say I'm gonna convert my 12 volt Starlink, I'm gonna convert my Starlink system into a 12 volt powered system. I've got a little inverter, a PoE injector, plus an adapter, and I bought a new modem. The hope being that I'll no longer have to run my inverter charger in order to have satellite internet, which I'm pretty much just leaving on all the time, so that's a waste of battery drain right there. Plus, I'm hoping that this router has more power than the Starlink router, so that when I park my van in my driveway when I'm at the cabin, I'll get internet all the way to the cabin. Right now I do. The TV picks it up fine, but it's pretty spotty and it drops all the time. All right, so the first thing we're going to do here is I want to make sure I hook everything up and kind of do a dry run and make sure everything powers up. One of the prerequisites of the router I purchased, that it was actually 12 volt DC powered. So all I did was I cut the transformer off the power plug, and I'm just wiring it up here temporarily just to make sure that the router powers up. Next up, we're going to test run the inverter here. This inverter converts 12 volt battery power from my battery bank into 48 volts, which is what dishy, the Starlink dish on the top of my roof, needs to run. Also, at the same time, you should get to hook up and make sure the PoE injector turns on and everything's kosher that way. All right, so we're going to have to move some of this stuff around here. We just don't have enough room. Disconnect this. But all system powered up. Now all I have to do is plug connectors from here to here and plug in and see if the Starlink works. So it's the next day. The Starlink fired up. I've got internet, no problem. Everything's working, so that's awesome. But in order to finish the install, I want the internet on a switch. So I bought the switch panel here with multiple functions, and we have to put it here. I had two dimmers that I bought here off of Amazon, and they just failed right away. They didn't last at all. And the dimmers would have been nice because you don't need the lights on full time all. So I have to wire that into here. I've got to cut this out, make it a little bigger. Problem is it's too tall, but I'll figure something out just to hide that little gap at the bottom. So first thing I got to do is I'm going to drill a pilot hole right through, because I don't know if you ever tried to put those little teacup hooks in. They're actually pretty hard to get straight. Never mind trying to reach in through a hole with just a couple fingers and start it the other way. So we're going to drill a hole through, then we're going to take the hook out of here. It's actually about up here somewhere, and then we're going to move it over down here and reattach all the strain relief so that those wires aren't just hanging out in nothing. And once that's out of the way, we can cut out this bar and then see about fitting everything in, see if the switch panel. I do think I'm going to have to make it a little bigger. Another little hole. Like that. There you go. There you can see the hook. You can see all the wires are zap strapped, sometimes they're called, or tie strapped to that little teacup hook, and that's what's supporting all the wires, keeping the strain off the connectors. So let's move that. All right, so we get the strap. Zip ties, sometimes they're called. All right, got the wires, got it started. Over the hook. All I have to do is tighten up this. Make sure it's good and tight so it's gripping all those wires. Oh yeah. Found my wire cutters. Ta-da! There you go. You can see in there. There's my strain relief holding all the wires up, keeping the tension off the connectors. Now we can cut out that middle part. All right, trim this out. I've got one of these detail saws, just like this. Position it just right. Look at that. Just will cover. Like, I mean, could stick something in there. There's enough room, but that's gonna work just perfect. All right, so here's our switch panel. First thing we gotta do, cut this right here. This out. There's my back lights just shut off over the bed. So what I have to do is issue. Oh no, just fits in there. Sweet. So there goes our power. Insulated part to crimp. All right, so that's the back lights there. Put that on. Front lights there. Put that on. And what to do is stick this into the Wagyu connector. And my light should work. Oh my goodness, look at that. We have lights. There we go, that's what we want. They're on when it's on, off when it's off. Just had to hook up the ground. Sweet, we now have switches for the lights. Now, using this, I have to run some wire for the Starlink. Starlink. Here we go. Power into the top. I'm assuming that's what powers the light. Power out. Now, all we have to do, let's run this cable out, and I got a clear spot next to the fuse panel because my van is a mess. We've been working on stuff. Give me a second to clean up and get some room. All right, we're back again. Back to the fuse section. All right. So we're about to lose internet. Let's pull this fuse so we don't accidentally blow it, which, believe me, I've done a lot. It happens. Now, the internet should be on a switch. Put the fuse back in. And the switch must be on because everything powered up. All right, so there we go. 2 lights and our satellite hooked up. That panel can just go right back in there. And there we are, all switched up. The last thing we have to do is put on some stickers. Well, thanks for watching, everybody. It wasn't that hard to convert everything over to just 12 volts on the Starlink setup. Lots of instructional videos on the internet how to do it. I just bought a straightforward a PoE injector that had an adapter that plugged straight into the Starlink connector, so I didn't have to rewire any of that. Very straightforward, very easy. The router being that it was DC, 12 volt DC powered, plugged right in the battery and has been working perfect. So that's the video for today. Thanks for watching, everybody. Until next time, stay safe.